Hey there, Sagittarius, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. In this reading, we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies, as well as any energies the universe would like for you to keep in mind this week. Also, Sag, please remember that if someone is strongly energetically connected to you, they may show up in your reading, so take the energies as they resonate. They may be reversible between you and your person. Okay, Sagittarius, the main energy that you're going to be dealing with this week is the Six of Pentacles. Wanting to have an equal exchange of energy between you and another person, equal give and take, wanting to make sure that you don't give more than you're getting, or vice versa, that you're not getting more than you're giving. So, in your recent past, you get the Ace of Swords, the Death, and the King of Wands. You're showing up to me as the King of Wands here, and it's becoming very, very clear to you that you need to end something when it comes to this recent past. There's something here that you need to terminate, something that you need to end. This could be a job that you need to quit or a relationship that you need to leave. We'll see more when we clarify. In your current situation, you get the Ace of Cups, the Chariot, and the Eight of Swords. There's new love coming in for you here, and I feel like this is a new connection. This isn't somebody from your past. Things are happening very, very quickly. The universe is almost kind of pushing this beautiful, loving energy on you, and you're kind of just like, okay, yeah, I get it, but something is kind of, it's making your spidey senses tingle a little bit, where it's like you're almost overthinking this. You're like, do I want this? Do I not? Is this the right thing? Is this really as good as it seems? It's almost like an energy of like, this seems too good to be true, so let me think about it some more. In your near future, you get the Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. There's a very strong bond showing up between you and another person here. This has very long-term potential, very stable energy as well. But I feel like somebody here in the near future is pumping the brakes. It's either that the energies are not moving naturally, like something is putting them on pause because there's something that you need to realize, or you may be pumping the brakes where you're kind of like, wait a minute. Okay? Let's clarify. Let's take a look at this Ace of Swords. There's something here in the recent past which became very, very clear to you, which you could not deny any longer. And I feel like you're kind of like, okay, let's just face this. Let's see what this is. For the Ace of Swords, you get the Eight of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Judgment. In the recent past, there's somebody, either you communicated something to somebody or somebody communicated something to you. It was very, very clear that something here was lacking stability. You came to this realization, or this person did, right? Whoever communicated. I'm going to say you because this is your reading, but you would know which way the energies flow. Either way, this communication made it abundantly clear that something here was lacking stability. It didn't have the foundation that you wanted it to have. And it was just kind of like, okay, I get it. And it was through some communication. Somebody said something, somebody, it could have been an energetic communication, but I feel like this was actually somebody using their words. And through that communication, you were like, this doesn't have what I'm looking for. Let's take a look at the Death in the recent past, see what ended, what came to an end here, or what you realized needed to come to an end. Interesting. You got the Ten of Pentacles clarifying the Death in the recent past, and you get the Ten of Pentacles in the same row in the near future. For the Death in the recent past, you get the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. You're realizing that something here is not working out anymore in the recent past. You're still holding on to this energy of, but this has long-term potential, but this could have gone the distance, but this could have happened. This could have been something stable long-term, but even though you're still holding on to that energy of maybe wanting it to have that long-term stability, in the recent past, you realizing like, yeah, this just isn't working anymore. Maybe it worked at some point, maybe it never worked at all, but in the recent past, you're like, yeah, this ain't cutting the mustard anymore. Let's take a look at the King of Wands in the recent past. This is you. As a reader, I perceive the King of Wands as you. Gender does not matter in tarot, so you could be male, female, whatever you identify as. It doesn't pertain to tarot. Man, you're getting a lot of repeating cards. King of Wands is clarified by the Star, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Swords, and you get the Eight of Swords again right here in the current situation in the same row. You're still holding on to the desire that this could somehow still work out. I'm not seeing you actually doing anything about it. I see you kind of just being like, man, I really wish this could have happened. I really wish this could have worked out. But I also see you in the recent past kind of in a place of overthinking and overanalyzing. You're feeling some emotional pain that you need to work through, that you need to process through, possibly as a result of ending this. Even if you ended it, it still brings about pain because you did have something that you saw as having long-term potential. And I see you through that pain still overthinking and wondering, like, did I actually make the right decision? Could I have done something differently? Could I have somehow fixed this or healed this? But I see this all being thoughts in your head. I don't see you actually acting on it or trying to get back with this person or anything like that. Let's take a look at this Ace of Cups in your current situation. To me, this seems like new love, but it's kind of like tripping your spidey senses a little bit. But let's see. Yeah, wow. You have a lot of aces. This Ace of Cups is clarified by the Tower, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. This new person comes into your life and it kind of comes out of nowhere where you're like, whoa, where did you come from? Kind of like hits you like a ton of bricks. And there's a lot of passion. There's love here. There's emotions and there's passion. The problem is you're trying to approach this from a very logical perspective where I feel like you don't really want to jump into anything. You're kind of like, I just got out of something that was a little bit painful. You know, I saw, it could have been a very long-term relationship that you also had with this person. And I see you kind of being a little bit apprehensive to get into this where you're kind of like, yeah, I feel the feelings. I feel the passion. But wait a minute, let's look at this logically. Does it make sense for me to jump into a new relationship, into a new connection so quickly? Even though I'm feeling all the things, right? The feelings are there, the passion is there, but you're trying to approach this logically to see if it makes sense for you to do this. Let's take a look at the Chariot in your current situation because the energies are moving, like the momentum, okay, is there. Give me two more for the Chariot in the current situation for Sag. There you are. Oh, all right, Sag, I feel you. Chariot is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Temperance, and the Nine of Pentacles. I don't see you pursuing this new connection. It comes in a little bit too quickly for you, and it may be a little bit too much for you too soon, where I see you still working through these difficult emotions from the past. And so in the current situation, I kind of see you being like, yeah, I can't. I know that this connection feels good, but it's moving too fast. I need to kind of leave it behind. I need to focus on me. I need to focus on my stability, on the things that make me happy, on making sure that I'm good, that I'm put together before I hop into a new connection. Makes sense. That's fine. Let's take a look at the Eight of Swords in the current situation, because you got the Eight of Swords in the recent past tied up to some emotional pain and possibly questioning whether you made the right decision to end it with this person. Let's see. Eight of Swords is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Magician. Yeah, all that overthinking that you had in the recent past, you've worked through it and you're still working through it. You're still working on healing from that pain, from that overthinking. So I really love that energy for you. As you're going through this process of healing and working through all this, I can also see you gaining a lot of clarity about things. You may see things differently where you realize that maybe the situation between you and this person wasn't balanced. Maybe you were giving a lot more than they were giving. Maybe you were putting in a lot more effort than they were putting in, or vice versa, right? But either way, you are healing through that emotional pain. This overthinking is subsiding. And I still see you manifesting something here in the current situation. I don't quite know what it is, but I see you manifesting something here in the current situation for yourself. Let's take a look at the Four of Wands in your near future and see what this strong bond is between you and this person. Four of Wands is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Swords. There's a strong connection here in the near future, a very strong bond between you and somebody else. I feel like it could be this person that came into your life, but you had to leave because it was too much too soon. It could be somebody from your past. I really couldn't tell you. All I know is that you would know who this strong bond connects to. And in the near future, I see you kind of waiting for things to change, for some positive energy to come in, because you have the desire to move in this person's direction, to make something happen. You're coming from a very like, oh, come on, let's get this going type of energy. But I see you waiting. I see you kind of waiting for either this person to make a move or for you to feel like the time is right. But I see it kind of like shifting, where initially as this bond comes into your life, there was a lot of waiting. There's a lot of, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to budge, let's just wait and see. And I see that energy shifting into, forget it, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm going to do something. I'm going to go communicate with this person. I'm going to make something happen. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this 10 of Pentacles in your near future, because you got the 10 of Pentacles in the recent past in the same row, tied up to this connection that you had to end because it just wasn't working for you anymore. Wow. 10 of Pentacles in the near future is clarified by the 6 of Cups, the World, and the Death. And you got the Death in the recent past. So you got the Death in the recent past and the 10 of Pentacles clarifying that. In the near future, you get the 10 of Pentacles and the Death clarifying that. Very, very interesting. Okay. Again, this is a divine connection in the near future. This is somebody from your past. Okay. I feel like you're finally closing the book on that. It's like, you may have held on to this energy of maybe it's going to work out. Maybe things are somehow going to work out with this person. Maybe we're going to come back together at some point. Maybe, after I heal from these energies, after we work through whatever our problems are, maybe we can still come back together. Maybe this has long-term potential. In the near future, I see you kind of closing that. You're like, I get it. I get that this was a soul connection. I get that this was a divine connection between me and this person. But I'm done with this. I'm completely over this. Okay? And it's definitive. You're kind of like, yeah, this is dead, done, and over with. Like, this connection, out of my life. You're cutting it out for good. Let's take a look at the Hanged Man in the near future. Very interesting. Wow, okay. So in the near future, remember I said there's a connection here, a strong bond that you're kind of, the energy changes from waiting to see what happens into I'm going to make something happen. This is what you're making happen. It could have been that you were waiting to see if things would work out between you and this person. And you're like, let's just give it some more time. Maybe they'll come around. Maybe, maybe they'll show me that they're worth my effort, my energy. And that energy is changing from, I'm done waiting for this. This ain't happening. Forget it. I deserve better. I'm cutting this out. I'm done. Let's take a look at the Hangman in the near future. Very nice. I like how the energies flow. It's so decisive in the near future. For the Hanged Man, you get the King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. You have somebody in mind here, Sag. Ahem. You have somebody in mind. There's somebody that you're carrying feelings for. There's something that you want to nurture here with this person. And it's almost kind of like a wish that you've had, like a desire that you've had. But I don't see you, even in the near future, this energy is finally coming to light. Like the energy is surfacing where you're like, okay, I'm done with all this mess. I'm done with this other person. There's somebody here you're still carrying feelings for. And you still want this connection with them. But I don't see you actually doing anything. I see you still kind of holding back and waiting. You're kind of like, it's not the right time. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting. You're like, I feel the feelings. I want this, but it's not the right time yet. Interesting, Sag. I see you. Okay, let's see what the universe would like for you to keep in mind this week, Sag. Oh, yeah. From the universe, you get the Two of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. Could be an earth sign that you're dealing with, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or somebody that has a lot of earth in their chart. Either way, this is a connection. You know that this connection between you and this person is going to come at the right time when you're both very stable, when you guys are both coming from a very stable place. It's interesting because the King of Pentacles opened your reading. King of Pentacles is closing out your reading. You know that this connection is coming in. You know that you and this person are going to come together. And this is somebody that you already know. I don't feel like this is somebody new. You've met this person at some point, but nothing really happened. It didn't go anywhere. But you know that this stable, loving connection is going to come in when you're grounded, when this other person's grounded, when you guys are both coming from a very stable place, okay? Then you know this connection is going to come to fruition and it's going to come in a beautiful, loving manner. And you just know that. You're kind of like, yeah, I know. It's coming. I'll just wait. Love it for you, Sag. So that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this reading resonated, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thank you again for tuning in for your reading. I'll see you here next week. Bye, Sag.